Today I am going to sing you a Ragni. A Ragni is the traditional song of Haryana. The Ragni which I am going to sing, it tells us the conversation between Lord Shiv and Parvati ji, in which Lord Shiv tries to convince her that why she should not marry him. तू राजा की राज दुलारी, मैं लंगोटे वाड़ा सूं. तू राजा की राज दुलारी, मैं लंगोटे वाड़ा सूं. भांग रगड़ के पिया करूं मैं कुंडी सोटे वाला हूं. भांग रगड़ के पिया करूं मैं कुंडी सोटे वाला हूं. तू राजा की छोरी से मारे दौरे कोई दास नहीं. शॉल डशेला ओढ़न वाली, मारे तो कंबल भी पास नहीं. तू राजा की राज दुलारी, मैं लंगोटे वाड़ा सूं. तू राजा की राज दुलारी, मैं लंगोटे वाड़ा सूं. भांग रगड़ के पिया करूं मैं कुंडी सोटी वाला हूं. भांग रगड़ के पिया करूं मैं कुंडी सोटे वाला हूं. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद.
is a stigma in education because education is not for sale, said Trihar Anjali. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I, Cadet Yashasvi Gulati, under 5 Haryana Battalion, NCC Gurugram, am here to provide a critical analysis against school education should be completely privatized. In India, education is highly recognized as a public good. But if education is completely privatized, I don't think it will be wrong to say that we will buy education at high prices, and moreover, it will be turned into a commodity. In countries like India, where poverty exists in high ratios, privatization of education is not just anti-poor but also anti-constitutional. Because education cannot be a business, we are not supposed to do a business in the name of imparting knowledge. Hence, it is the moral duty of every welfare state to provide adequate education to all sections of the society. But unfortunately, this is not what is happening in India. Here, the government is recklessly allowing the private individuals to set up their institutes, and these private individuals are selling education as per the norms of the market. As a result, we have failed to nurture educational values and critical thinking at our schools. Education is a basic human right. If we wish to make this world a fair place to live, we require to have education. The Right to Education Act 2009 was a right move in this direction, but unfortunately, no progress has been made till date. In my opinion, reservations are the most important welfare policies in educational systems. It not only nourishes the underprivileged students but also strengthens the democratic ethos of the society. Let me put it forward to you in this way. If we have problems at our own homes, do we call our neighbors to solve them? No, right? Similarly, if the infrastructure, the teachers' training, or the education there in the government school is not adequate, instead of trying to make them more efficient, we hand it over to the private sectors who rarely think about anything other than their own profits. In this scenario, the government should regulate the maximum fees, should provide qualified teachers so that it is not a business in the name of good uniform, school provided books, development fees, etc. The question here is, has privatization really improved the quality of education? Actually, no, because as per the economic survey of 2016-17, there has been decrease in educational levels at both in public and private sectors. But the point of concern is that though every citizen is choosing private over public sectors for efficiency, they are not getting their money worth. The government schools in Delhi are the best examples we can see for providing proper education at every level. The pass percentage of the Delhi government school last year had a remarkable increase, rising to 90.68% from 88.36% last year, whereas in the private schools it was just 88.35%. Major reasons why government schools in Delhi have more efficient educational system is because they have focused for improving the infrastructure. The government there has invested in their teachers' training. Also, they have started the happiness curriculum, as per which there is a 45-minute period in the government schools there, including meditation, storytelling, question and answers, etc. We all know that this country has been known for the kind of scientific potential in its manpower. Where was it developed? It was developed in our public institutions, in our public schools. The government schools that we look down upon today are the ones that gave us the most intellectual people. At last, I would like to conclude saying that we cannot hand over a fate of something as essential as education in the hands of the private players who do not have any incentives to provide a quality education. And hence, I would like to claim that privatization of education in India is a highly destructive move. Thank you.
Am I audible? Yes. A very good morning to everyone. Myself, Cadet Charvi Puruja, under 5, Haryana, Battalion NCC Gurugram. When we first got selected for EBSC Saptah, it was a bit confusing. We could not imagine how we will catch everyone online. But as the days passed, we received many official letters containing the instructions and guidelines. It all started on the rehearsal on 7 August, and then we really got interested about the webinar. Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat is a very apt title for this webinar because looking towards the various presentations prepared so well by all the cadets, we could actually feel the spirit of unity in diversity sparkling bright in our souls. Looking towards rich, glorious and varied culture of India, I was actually surprised because I didn't know that these cuisines, festivals, dances and all these traditions belong to the very country I live in. I really want to thank all the officers, including ANOs, STPs and my fellow cadets for playing such a vital role in enhancing our knowledge. And my very special thanks will go to Ma'am Pratibha Tiwari and Ma'am Vijay Lakshmi for coordinating all of us so well. In spite of being virtual, we both guided everyone that faced any issues. Thank you, ma'am. I did not know much about Karnataka and Goa and also Himachal Pradesh even when it belonged to my directorate. But now I can say that I have some, or let's say good knowledge about these states too. It was a great thing to be a part of this webinar with you all, and I look forward to join even more of such webinars with you all. I think that together we have proved that सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. At the end, I would like to conclude by a शायरी. माना ईश्वर के दिल में जीसस या राम होना चाहिए. माना के दिल में जीसस या राम होना चाहिए. माना के दिल में गोवा या हिंदुस्तान होना चाहिए. माना कि दिल में गोवा या राजस्थान होना चाहिए. पर जब बात हो वतन की तो सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान होना चाहिए. सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान होना चाहिए. Once again, thank you all. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಗೋವಾ. एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत. जय हिंद and a very happy Independence Day to all of you. Thank you, Shavi. Thank you, ma'am. Next, Sushi from Belgaum.